Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are, another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels, where I teach you to make easy, simple meals on a butane stove. And today we're making one of the most simple meals I've ever made. This is based on requests I have been getting from people who say they don't know how to cook. They cannot cook a lick. And can I do something really simple where they don't have to do a whole lot of chopping or sauteing or all of those things? So this is actually not my original recipe. It's a recipe I got off the back of a box. But of course, I do a little bit of my additions to it. But I'm going to show you something today, and I don't care how little ability or experience you have in cooking, you'll be able to make this. So come on, let's join me in the kitchen and let's get started. I think this was called turkey pot pie where I saw it, but I'm using chicken. And well, let me just tell you what the ingredients are. So I have about a pound of chicken. I'm using the chunk canned chicken for those who don't have refrigeration. So I'm using that. I'm also using some mixed veggies. These were frozen, but you want to have them thawed out. I'm also using StoveTop stuffing. You can use turkey, chicken, savory, herb, whatever flavor you want. It really doesn't matter. Those are the main ingredients. And then what I do to make it my way, instead of water with the dressing or the stuffing, I add chicken broth. And then also you're going to need a jar of turkey gravy or chicken gravy, whatever your preference is. Now, the seasonings that I like to use in this one: onion powder, some rosemary, some thyme leaves, and I'll use a little bit of seasoned salt, but not too much since I have the broth. I'm also going to use some butter for the dressing, and I'm also going to use some garlic. But again, the main ingredients are the vegetables, the dressing, gravy, chicken or whatever meat of your choice, and the broth. So let's get started. So I'm going to, according to the directions, you use 1.5 cups of broth. So we're going to do 1.5 cups of broth. And we're going to pour this in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this to a boil. And I'm going to also add about 3 tablespoons of butter in here to make it nice and rich. And then when that butter melts down, the broth boils, I'm just going to add the stuffing. You know what? I think at this point I'm going to add a little bit of rosemary. Add a little bit of rosemary too. And then I'm going to add a little bit of thyme. Maybe a teaspoon or so of each. Maybe a little more of the rosemary. I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder. Of course, wouldn't you know, I didn't open this onion powder. I took the top off here. All right, I'm going to add, I love onion and garlic powder. But since I'm using the garlic later on, I'm not going to do garlic powder today. So I'm just going to let this boil up, and I'll give it a stir, and we'll come back and I'll add the stuffing after it's boiled. So this is boiled up, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add my dressing here. Add the dressing, give it a good stir, and then I'm going to put it to the side and just let it soak that up so that it will be nice and soft and delicious. And then right now, I'm going to add my garlic to this. Get that all mixed up in there. And then what I'm going to do is just put this over, kind of get it. Now usually what I do is, you know, when I make my dressing, if I do a hack from a box dressing, I would have sauteed onions and bell peppers and different seasonings and maybe some red pepper. But this is for simple, someone who has no cooking experience, a basic starter recipe to get you going and get you comfortable in the kitchen. So we're going to put that over to the side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my vegetables here. I've got cauliflower, broccoli, and I've got carrots. And I'm going to add my chicken into here. And you can add a little juice, but or not. I'm going to add my turkey or chicken, whatever gravy you want. And this jar is about 12 ounces, 12 ounce size jar. Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mix this all up. And wait a couple minutes till the dressing is nice and soft as I'm mixing this in. And I'm going to add some seasonings in here. I'll come back and I'll add a little bit of seasoned salt, a little bit of sazon seasoning, and I'm going to chop up the chicken just a little bit, and that's it. We'll put this in a pot and I'll show you what we're going to do next in a minute. I forgot to mention just about a half a teaspoon or so of sugar in the dressing. That brings all the flavors together and really gives it a cook. I sampled this in between and it needs a little help. So I'm going to add about a half a packet of the Saison seasoning. And then I'm going to also add a little bit of my soul food seasoning. And you could use this, you could use Tony Chachery, you could use any Lori's, whatever you choose. And then just check it and make sure that it's seasoned to your liking. As I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, boy, this would probably be good if I added a little cream to this. But I'm not going to, not today. Again, as I said, I'm making it really basic, but a lot of times when I'm cooking something, I'll start thinking of other things I could add to it to make it delicious. All right, so what I'm going to do now, you could take this and you can just put it in a Dutch oven on top of the stove, but I have my Omni cooker, my Omni oven, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to get this all around here. So you got your chicken, your veggies, and then I'm just going to put my dressing on top of this. And we will be good to go. I will bake it for about 20 minutes or so till it's thoroughly heated all the way through. And you've got a nice little casserole here. Let's add the stuffing on top of this. Almost kind of like a pot pie, sort of. Oops, uh-oh. Dropped some over there. Okay. And I'm going to spread this all around. I'm going to come back and we'll just let it start cooking once I get all of this on top. And we'll be back shortly and see how it looks. Oh boy, now is, as you know, the favorite part. You see the little chunks of chicken? And you've got your veggies, your dressing, carrots, broccoli, and we like cranberry sauce when we have chicken, either roasted chicken or turkey. So let's try it. That is good. Dressing. Let me try it with a little bit of cranberry sauce. Mmm. It's sweet. A sweet tartness of the cranberry sauce. Really good. Mmm. You're going to love this. And how easy was it? Anyone can make this. This is for you viewers who are not cooks. So don't say I didn't do one for you, because this one is for you. But thank you so much. May your journey be filled with joy and blessings. Don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button and the like, and come on back next week. Meanwhile, we're going to have more out and about, Saturday lives, and once a month, we'll be having the Friday night interactive chats. So check those out too. Lots going on here and lots more to come. See you later, Globies. Till next time. Bye.